Wonderful day, hey, hey, I'm having a wonderful day. It's why I like the end, it's a blessing for me. Today the dreams should be on me, cause I'm having a wonderful day, hey, hey. Hey, hey, what's up,
Hey,
good
hey,
people?
hey.
What's up, good people?
Good people.
I'm your man SRD with my main
Right.
man 100 grand, Big Muzz.
Big Mush. Right.
Welcome to Peep Game Presents live at 5.
Right.
Where our mission and our intentions is to uplift humanity, one person, one family, one neighborhood, one city, one state at a time. So let's get into it, brother.
My brother, listen, you sent me something. I wanna go over. You remember you got that piece that you sent me? Where it was about Puffy the comment. It was something that they somebody played when he was saying something at an awards.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Play the piece, man. What do you mean you don't know? Find it, bro.
Yeah. All right.
What you
Let me
talking
see,
about, man?
brother. Yeah, brother. Let me see. Let's see, man.
Usually, we don't. I mean, like it is happening. So it's like, of course, we're gonna elaborate on it here and there. Not that we're digging nails in nobody or something like that, but we go over situations that do affect us.
All right, so
You know what I'm saying?
let me go ahead and play it, brother.
So he playing this piece
Only
that
hope.
you're gonna tell him about the piece
Truth
that
be
he's playing,
told, hip
brother?
hop has never been respected by the grand.
Well, I was gonna tell them afterwards what they think. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, but I'm just saying so they can know why
Well,
we playing the piece.
basically, the way the piece goes down is it's saying, is this the reason why they're targeting Puffy based on this speech? So listen to the speech and see what you think. All right. So let's get it.
Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. So right now, current situation, it's not a revelation. This thing been going on. And it's not just going on in music, it's going on in film, it's going on in sports, it's going on around the world. And for years, we've allowed institutions that have never had our best interests at heart to judge us. And that stops right now.
That was the whole piece?
I'm officially starting the clock. Y'all got 365 days to get this together. We need the artists to take back the control. We need transparency. We need diversity. This is the room that has the power to make the change that needs to be made. They have to make the changes for us. They're a non-profit organization that is supposed to protect the welfare of the musical community. That's what it says on the mission statement. That's the truth. They work for us. We have the power. We decide our only hope.
Okay. Basically, he said we had the power, and I definitely agree when we had the power. And what we don't realize is really how much power we do have. He's saying it on that extent, but there's an extent that he didn't even go into, that everything was set up properly. They would have to come to us to get to him. They wouldn't be able to come to him and kick his door in. Otherwise, it'd be a violation of international law. That's why this thing is so important when we talk about this. And we look at it like, you know, some of us, because it's new. It's new. It's not new information, but it's new to us. They already know, but that's the reason why they have been. That's why America. I don't want to say they. This is why America has been disguising our nationality as a race, or so that they can create racism above identity theft. And it's where we get to a point where, because we claim certain things and we're not claiming who we are, they get to play the racial thing on us, when it's really about them knowing that us knowing exactly who we are. Now the documentation come into play with the contracts of, really, when you look at it, how do they take us down? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the ways that America, because I want to stop saying they, so you know exactly who I'm talking about, why America has power over us. And what is it? The reality is the laws. Okay?
Right.
Go ahead.
But I wanted to play the Puffy piece for what he said and the content of what he's in. And that's all of us. Because remember, he said the Grammys has been doing this to us. Despite I'm like, I mean, for real, I'm 100. I mean, like, even though if everything was in place, won't we be kicking his doors in if he committed such crimes? So, I'm not getting into that. I'm trying to go over the significance when a person has delivered the message. See, a message could be coming from anybody. We have to receive the message. But what happens, because I was reading a lot of comments that people was responding to
Right.
when he made that. Okay, so he made that speech in 2020, if a lot of people don't know. He
Yeah,
made
4
that
years.
speech in 2020. So a lot of people, he has some deals going on. You know what I'm saying? So he has a lot of deals going on. So that doesn't excuse the action. What happens is that sometimes when we get caught in the web of our own actions, of our own things that we do, we start speaking, or we get tired, or we get worn out for working for the slave master. We get weight on us, and we get tired, and we want to lift this weight off of us. So we start manifesting things. So the things that he's manifesting, he's not exempting how he do the label or how he do artists. This is not what he's talking about. He's not saying how he do. It's what the significance, how black music is being done across the companies and across these corporations. That's what he's speaking on. So when they was mentioning, some of the comments was like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And it's deep that we look at a person and we don't get the message. We have to start being more observant. To a message is a message. Truth is truth. It could come from somebody that committed hell of crimes. How you think people get locked up? They snitch on other people. You know what I'm saying? So they
Yeah.
take the truth and they lock the other nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a criminal too. So what I wanted to say is like, uh, the when he said, because you gotta look at it like this. He's on a level where a lot of things is happening and he sees a lot of things. He might be indulging in a lot of things, but he's on a level where he sees a lot of things. You feel me? And he knows a lot of things. So when he said we have the power, when he said we could take it all back, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at those significance of what he's saying, and if you're in the music business or follow the music business and see where it's at today, you see what they're trying to even do online as streaming, the major labels. Everything is changing because they have no control. So now they're trying to take back that control, which is our music. It's ours. We don't have to go to them. We can take it back. Just like you're saying, take back your true identity. Take back your true heritage. Take back the inheritance that was here left for you. They got it. They disguising it. And we have to stop looking at individuals like they're not delivering a message to us. And we're starting to only see, like what you said the other day, what the people paint us as, what
Right.
they influence to be. So now you're not even listening to the right words that could save you. You only worried about what I did, but you're not listening to the message. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we have to start listening to the message. Even people who tune into this show, they might be confused of what this is about because we ain't going, so and so did this or so and so. Oh, did you hear about that or hear about that? Nigga, we from the street, we from the block. We've been hearing that all our life. That ain't what's gonna get us from point A to point B. What's going to get us from point A to point B is the reality of who we are, where we are, what we doing, and what we could do to change things. That's the reality. You feel me? What
Absolutely.
he what he's saying about in that speech, people could check it because I'm like, listen. And then some people say, oh, they coming after him because of this or because of that. Listen, they come after everybody. You understand? Once you play in those games, and this is what I want to say too.
Tell the people who they is, because if they
The
is too
people in
vague.
corporate, this is the people. When I say they are the corporate America who uses us, don't care about us at all. This is America. This is
Right,
corporate.
right.
America
Just
is
it's
a
America.
corporation.
Just put it all in America.
Yeah,
Rather
this is
than say
America.
they, just say America.
America comes after us regardless to what. Okay, so they're gonna come after you. Now, when you play in their game and when you on their level, it's just like artists that you see online and they go, this person, this person, this person, that. This is what you got to start thinking. When people say people did so much stuff, how do you know? You must have been there. You must have witnessed it. Where were you? What happened with you? Some of us from the music business is scorned. Some of us left. Some of us moved and say, nah, I ain't about none of that crazy stuff. But some
Right.
of us got kicked to the side. So we bittering. When they know so much information, you got to go, hold up. How you get to know so much? How you was in a lot of places. So nobody ain't pulling your tab, but you're exposing a tab now that exposed. But what happened all way back then? Why the same things ain't been going on? You understand what I'm saying?
So
So
in
what
other
happened?
words, they were a participant until they got kicked out. Now they want to talk about it now that they're not a participant
Or they
anymore.
want to, or they want to use it as leverage to get ahead, and which is fine, bro. Listen, we in America, we learn all type of ways to survive. If that's what you choose, that's what it is. I'm not against it. I don't hate against it. It is what it is, bro. Whatever can tangle you. You feel me? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whatever you want to do, you do it. You know. But the thing is that we have to really focus, and we have to start paying attention online to messages that give us power back, that make us aware that, because some of us need self motivation, some of us need to be motivated, some of us need
Absolutely.
a declaration that says, you can do this. You understand?
No, no
So
doubt. We
if
all
we
do at one point in time.
exactly, so if we could see this man as an icon before this, and even knowing whatever he was doing, we was accepting, but in the clubs he made us dance, he made people rich, whatever they contract they did. I mean, like, hey, look at Jadakiss. They niggas got out of the contract. They called them up and like, look, we went out. You understand? So people have choices also to continue situations or to get out of situations. You understand? They don't got a gun to their head and say you're gonna do it. You feel me? Well, put a gun back to their head and say I'm not gonna do it. But they have a choice. So what happens is we get tangled up. And it's okay if you want to listen to rumors, media, this one talk, this one backstab that one. Fitna it's in the world. I mean, to make the world go round. It is what it is. But let's not lose the elements when the message is delivered to us. A message, when you're online and you see something like that, don't look at
Listen to the message, not the messenger.
Exactly. Don't go, I ain't taking it from him because he did that. Hold up.
And before you go any further, we don't know if none of that's true. Right now, it's alleged because he
Right.
hasn't been arrested. So everything we've been hearing is allegedly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because according to American law, innocent until proven guilty. You know that. So allegedly, he did all these things. So we don't really know. We just, as you said, many people capitalizing off it. People, do what they do. But at the end of the day, yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. Look at the message, listen to the message rather than the messenger. Go ahead, finish up because I
Yeah.
want to piggyback off of that when you're done.
Right. Because what happens is it's like right now what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We basically we are going against the grain of what everybody else is doing somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Because we directly trying to attach them to an inheritance that exists. Not that of a confusion that ain't here, not something else that we have to create to manifest or to try to get or to beg for. We have something in existence that's here already. That's
Absolutely.
solid. All you got to do is apply yourself. You feel me? It's like stepping in a glue trap. Step on the shit and get stuck to it. You feel me? But
No doubt.
think what happens to us, we get so tied up into like how do I say? Like these niggas disappoint us or something. You understand? Like really, like, oh man, I'm just what? How, bro? Listen, everything we have a world full of good and we have a world full of evil. Some people live evil and some people live good. Some people have mistakes in evil and some people just don't want good at all. You understand? So these people who live evil, they live evil. That means day after day after day after day after day, that's their lifestyle. That's how they survive. They thrive on something. Some of them is bloodsuckers. They suck your story in, the news. They suck your story in. They make money off it. It drives. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? We can't let that act like that's our direction. We have to take the message, whether all the messages that's positive, whether it's coming from one who's at his last rope and say, well, I'm telling on everybody. I'm telling this, I'm telling that. The individuals that's being told down, that's information that's there. But the things that he's saying that put us in power, that unite us, that unifies us, those are the things we have to grab from a person in that position. A person that's high up that they're going after. And he's going down and like, listen, y'all could do this. Yo, you know what I'm saying? And he's pointing at companies. He's not denying himself or whatever he's going through, but that was in 2020 and this is 2024. You know what I'm saying? But he was facing some charges back then too. But the thing about it is that when we come to that edge and we start going, listen, as a people, when you see so much, when you make so much money and you see so much, and you just look at the people and be like, listen, yo, y'all can get this. I can't. I signed to these niggas. I'm a puppet for them. But y'all can stop this. Y'all can change this. And this is exactly what I got out of the message. Like, listen, they got me on the rope, but y'all can change this. Y'all can make these things happen. Y'all can make things change. You don't have to be a part of this corporation in order to survive. They need you. You don't need them. You understand? And that's
Yeah.
what I was getting out of it, man. And it was so many comments up under there, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? We evaluate things. We don't let that take our emotions everywhere. But we just need to get the messages that's coming from the people. And not for nothing, it's like, I don't know if you heard it. I'm close with this. Um, did you know OJ Simpson passed, right?
Yeah.
So allegedly now, uh,
Joe Brown,
no, his wife, Nicole,
the one, yeah.
yeah, they had a keeper, a house, a maintenance man
Right.
who was a serial killer. Now they expose his picture. They exposed his what's his name, and now they said he may be the one tied to that situation. Now
He
the
may
man's
have been
dead.
he may have been the killer. Right. Now that he's
But
dead. Now that he's
he's
dead.
dead. So now you have some news, some news reporters and companies that's posting this man, his information, and his ties to that house and that situation and his background. So, but none of this didn't come up before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the America plays a serious game when it comes to us, and we get in the power. And what happens? We get in these powerful positions, and we done submitted ourselves for these type of positions, and we done took oath under these conditions to belong to this organization and being part of the system, and we got to follow what they do. We can't do what we want to do, but then when we do
Well,
something against
let,
them,
let's say those who get caught up in it, because it's
yeah,
not,
those who
like you
get
said,
caught
it's
up.
not all of us,
Nah,
because
it's not. Yeah, right.
some of us are free of that, and we actually had the power to make the necessary changes to regain, our power and position. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. But I just wanted to elaborate on that, man, and
Yeah,
see what you thought about that.
yeah. First of all, I want all of you viewers, I want all of you to, if you hear something that you really think other people need to hear, take a clip and share it. Take a clip it out and share it. First of all, do that. We want to get the information out. We want people to understand that what we're doing, and where we here for y'all. We here for us. We take 5 days a week to make sure that we come and deliver something to y'all, to us. We won, and it's time for us to start being one as much as possible. Now, listen, we're gonna have some other individuals that they just gonna do what they do. You know what I mean? We're gonna have those jokers. What he's saying? The killer.
The killer brother even reported that it was him, but since OJ was black and wealthy, they rolled out to his dying day. Oh, he said that the killer even said,
The brother said, the killer brother even said that it was his brother, and they let it
yeah.
go.
Oh,
Okay,
so he know about the story too then.
okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
see, and unfortunately, this is why my brother and I have had we debated, because it's unfortunate that America has used this manipulation to get, us to identify as a color. And by identifying as a color, it strips away our power. It strips away our power, and it puts us under them, because they'd rather call us black than American. How many times you hear them say American? Then when they say America, when America does call us American, they say African American. So you have to wonder, like my brother said, we got to listen to what's being said to us. Like, how do you say African American when the majority of us were born here, and now they say African American, or America calls us black? Why? Because they really know who we are, and they really know that truly who we are, they are beholden to us. We have legal documentation that supports what I'm saying, that we are the ones who have the power, and America's supposed to be reporting to us rather than us reporting to them. So think about that. Think about why would they want to give up all the power that they've been wielding over us as black people, to say no, we got to concede to the Moors. We got to concede to the Moroccans, because we signed the peace treaty with them. And it's important because think about it, even in school, they barely mention it. They barely mention. You might have heard about a peace treaty with the Indians and with America, but they never brought it up about America and Morocco. America and Morocco was the first country, the first ones, the first state, I'm going to say state, that signed off for America to get away from Britain. We got to remember that America started off as British. They came here and then they decided they didn't want to pay anymore. So that's what happened. But what we got to do, we got to start looking at ourselves. We got to start getting our minds right as a people, as a unit, and start being able to focus more as a unit. Because the reason when I started off, I say we start with one person, then we start with the family, because one person begins to change to start the family. And once the family starts to get right, then we start to change the neighborhoods, because we can change the neighborhoods, but if the family's not right, we can't change the neighborhoods. If we can't change the neighborhoods, we can't change the cities. If we can't change the cities, we can't change the state. And then we can't, we're not going to be able to change our conditions. Our conditions is basically politically, socially, and mentally. Economics, we have economics because we buy so much. We spend money, we make money, but what are we actually doing with the money to help us? How often do we spend with us and for us, and our money is about us? And don't get me wrong, I love all people. All people. We are not against any people. We're not against no other people. We're just basically for our people whom identify as Black, whom identify as African American, who identify as Moorish American. All of us who identify, even Latinos, even those, everybody with melanin in their skin, we need to come together and start making preparations to regain what was taken from us. We owe it to our ancestors. We owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to future generations to do what it is that we have to do, whether it's spread the word, whether it's study, whether it's get together and put together some laws. Because first you got to take a declaration of independence. You got to swear a declaration of independence that you're independent of America. And that got to start within your mind first. First, you got to start that mentally. Once you're able to start that mentally, now you start the rest of it, So now let's get to what we were supposed to talk about the other day, and we didn't
got to
get
get to we got to start building on the foundation of the household. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Black businesses, if you know a Black business out there, support the Black business. I remember my wife and I, I said my wife and I, I'm in school, like, my wife and I, we did these things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
my wife and I, we had a little business, a storefront, a brick and mortar joint. You feel me? And we had support from around, but our people, like when I say our people, related people, our own blood and our own
Oh, you mean blood relations?
blood relation, our own community, our associates, you want to call these whatever you want to call them, they don't give you no support. I remember an incident when the Muslim brother was going. The kind of store we had was a fragrance store. We did candles and fragrances and all that kind of stuff. My wife, she's good with all that type of stuff. And anyway, I remember the brother was getting some shea butter which my wife was doing something else with some fusions or whatever with the black shea butter. She was getting it from the African sister over in Africa, getting it shipped over. I mean, the stuff. Look how beautiful I look, nigga. Like, what you think? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I ain't gonna call you beautiful, man.
Bro.
I'll call
All right,
you
you can say,
handsome before
yeah, I
I
know
call
you
you
will.
beautiful.
You
I'll
can't
call you
deny it, bro.
handsome
You
before I
can't
call
deny
you
it.
beautiful.
Feel me? You
I ain't
can't
gonna call
deny
you
it.
beautiful. I leave that for the women.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that skin.
I call the women
Yo,
beautiful.
her hands hit these products, man. And I've been using them over 15 years. I never buy anything out the store or anything from anywhere. We make our own stuff. We use our own stuff. But anyway, the brother was like, the brother was like, he get it from the Muslim brother. He like, yo, I'll get it my wife. And I'm like, bro, come to the store. We
Right.
got it right there. He was like, why, man? I could go over there. I'll buy it in bulk. I said, I'll sell it to you in bulk, bro. He was like, man, my wife, they go over there, man. They get it. I get it. I'll get all that shea butter stuff. And I'm like, nigga, I'm sorry. I'm like, nigga,
I
man,
mean, it is
we
what it
got
is.
the joint right here, nigga, and you
see,
telling me you going over there.
But see, that's when we got to start. That's when we got to
I should have
start
slapped
doing
you.
that.
No,
Like, look,
astaghfirullah.
like when a cat do that, it's
Slap.
okay to call him a fuck nigga.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm
Like,
saying?
come on.
Because
I
at
mean,
the end of the day, we owe it to ourselves to start shopping with each other. Because at the end of the day, we building wealth when we build and buy from each other.
We don't, but we still in that individuality. We not grouping it, bro. We still looking at individuality. I'm gotta get in front of you. Or if I'm back here and you up there, now you back here where I'm at. So we're not looking at as a society, it's just like we're not looking at as a cultural people, we have to move as a unit. We have to protect ourselves as a unit. We cannot move individually. We can't face the things in America that they put up on us individually. We make every nationality that comes here, every ethnic of people wealthy. We make
Absolutely.
them so wealthy in their own communities. We make
Well,
them
in our communities, we make them wealthy in our
no,
communities.
they're in
They
our
come to our
community, but they take it
communities.
back to their community.
Right. We come.
You know
This is what I'm saying. They come to our communities and
Yeah.
get wealthy and take it back
And
to
take
their
it back
community.
to their community, and that's our money. Because we are survivors, bro. They everything they take away from us, we find another means and how to create something. We make America function.
We're innovative.
Yeah,
We're
we make
innovative.
it function, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
saying?
innovators.
But we can't come to the reality of we all hurting each other. We hurting each other. The generation that comes after, we hurting those kids. We are hurt. We're not putting them in no position to acknowledge how they should move as a unit, how they should move together, what they need to eliminate, what they should take as entertainment, and what they should take as real life. We not even listen, bro. Remember when you used to go home after school? You had to sit at that table. You had to read books,
Absolutely.
no matter what. You had to read. You had to read your mom the story, and you had to do all of this stuff, and you had to sit there, bro. You couldn't come outside until that was done. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course.
We're not. We're not. And then they complain about uh, what they're learning in school. Okay, how about what they're learning at home? What they're learning at home that's taken in that they're still not getting the morals they need. Not everybody. Calm down. Get
Well,
back up, niggas.
yeah,
Back up.
no.
Back up. You know what I'm
It's
saying? I ain't talking about
it,
everybody, so
no.
stop
It's
singing. I know
important.
niggas like, nah, man, nah, man. I
No.
ain't
It
talking
is
about you.
important that
You feel me?
it's not enough. It's not enough at this point to really make a tremendous difference. It's not enough happening with individuals because lots of reasons. It can be lots of reasons, but at the end of the day, we have to, it's going to benefit us to keep one thing in mind. If we want to do something fast, do it alone. But if we want to do something productive and grow, then do it together.
We got to do
What
it
I'm saying?
together, bro.
So once we start doing it, once we get back used to it. It's just a point. See, we came from a generation where we saw it. And we have to take responsibility that we didn't show it enough. And so we got to realize that many of us learn by what we see more so than what we hear.
Exactly.
So we can talk all day to them, but they're going to be watching. Look, what is you doing though? At the end of the day, my son used to say to me, he'd say, look, Dad, and he in his 30s. And he used to say, look, Dad, this generation, they want to see it. They want to see it happening. So yeah, it's going to benefit us to start showing them better ways. And it starts with all of us. Each and every one of us have to keep that in mind, that whatever we're doing, we have to be mindful of those underneath us. Every one of us, because each of us, long as we live long enough, we're gonna end up being the OGs. You know what I mean?
We the OGs now, nigga.
I'm saying this to the audience.
Man.
I'm saying this to the audience.
Old donkey nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, and I call some of them the young OGs, because look at it this way. All right, we 60, equality plus, and right now, what about you got cats 40?
Right.
You got cats 30.
Yeah.
So when you look at the 50 to 40, they look it up for the 60. The 20, the 20s, the cats in their 20s, they look it up to the cats in their 30s. So forth and so on. It's an obligation, and we must take it as such, as an obligation, to make sure that each generation does better than the past generation. And all the cats that's out there, that's tearing away from what we're doing, those the fuck niggas. The ones that's tearing away from what we're doing, they the fuck niggas. The ones that ain't taking care of their children, they the fuck niggas. Ones setting niggas up, setting people up, they the fuck niggas. I don't use the word nigga in a good term. So I'm letting you know that. I don't use, when I say niggas, it's because you're doing something fucked up. You're doing something that's not cool. So at the end of the day, we, as a people, owe it to ourselves to be better, do better, so we can actually start seeing better. Then we're going to see better, because you can go on multitudes of podcasts and you hear individuals talking about our social issues. Here, it's about solving it. We know we got social issues, but the social issues come from the mental issues. How you thinking, how you think about a thing, how you perceive a thing determines how you're going to react to a certain thing. So that's the most important thing. We got to start rearranging how we think. It's going to benefit us.
We don't have enough confidence that, and I know, bro, because I work with young brothers. I work with other brothers. I've been with a group of, and we come from brothers. We come from being a group with niggas. You feel me? Right. So it's like, I know for a fact how we could put something together and make a move. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that. You know for a fact, I mean, like, we put enemies together and made a move. You understand what I'm saying? For one common cause. For the differences got set aside, and everybody
got to find the common cause.
Hysterical move.
And the common cause is the improvement of us as a people.
Right.
That's the common cause. We want to improve ourselves. We want to do better. We want to be better, so we can all see better.
We can do that. It. We just have to start being aware of what's not linking us together. We're not paying attention to what's not linking us together. We think it's just our choice that's not linking us together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Earl said confidence is big. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And,
You got it.
you know,
Yeah, confidence.
we're not we always knocking each other or saying we can't do, bro. We could do whatever we want to do. You feel me? It's like, okay, you look at, and I used to tell I used to say this to a lot of brothers. I'm like, listen, bro, you already in the group, you in the gang. So don't tell me you can't participate in something. Don't tell me you can't participate. Change the rules and regulations and make those rules and regulations benefit all of us and our
The
community.
community. Yeah, benefit the communities.
That's
Yeah,
all you gotta
absolutely.
do.
Absolutely.
Like, all you gotta do
Absolutely.
is
I mean,
rearrange the situation.
I
Because
mean,
you always could be a part of something. You always could take orders and be disciplined. You already can listen. Somebody already can send you to do this and do that. Just change the blueprint of what that blueprint is. Instead of it being destructive, let's make it build.
well, I mean,
That's it.
the reality is, in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. You have to follow at some point in order to be able to lead. I had to learn that because most of my life I was the leader. You know what I mean? So I had to learn how to follow sometime because unfortunately we don't always have the answer. So sometimes you got to pay to follow someone, but you got to be mindful of who you follow and who you listen to.
Right.
Now, what you were saying about the gangs is actually, let's look at it like this. If a person goes to college, a lot of times they join a sorority.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a person on the streets, and I had said this to one of my police friends, and she got so angry at me. And I said, if a person's on the streets like their college. Sometimes they join. We had a clique. It
Right.
wasn't gangs for us. It was a clique. Now they've changed it and called it gangs, but we was a clique. We started with crews. We used to be the crews. We was
Right.
clique.
Yep.
But the point is that you gravitate towards individuals, even in the churches. Even in the churches, you have certain people that gravitate towards
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, it's natural to gravitate. What is
Right.
unnatural is when you using what you're doing to hurt others and
Exactly.
for your benefit.
For your
This
benefit.
this is when you start being Americanized. This is
Right.
when America
It's
has
pimping you. It's
sank
pimping
into
you.
your mind
Yeah.
and into your actions, and you
Smacking you
start
up.
reduplicating what America has planted in you.
Yeah.
Because
You're a puppet.
because
Streetwalker.
America shows it's never about equality.
Nope.
It's always about who can get more and who gonna have less. That's how America operates. The have and the have-nots. That's how America keeps its power. What the worst thing for America is for people to be equality. That's the worst thing for America. That destroys
They
the
whole
whole foundation of it.
exactly.
It destroys the
Exactly.
whole foundation. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
And
We want.
you know
Go
what
ahead.
is deep because when you look at it now, the way we is in the situation we in, bro, it's like a long time ago. I forgot who said it. Oh man, there was like in 20 years, your entertainers and the people in the entertainment business is gonna become the leaders of the community. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they're not going to be like activists, so to say, or like civil rights leaders, so to say. There's going to be these people who's going to be the leaders of the community. That's because these are the people that's going to have the biggest influence, and those people are our generation and the people that's under our generation that has the biggest influence over us, that directs us um, with the knowledge given to them, and they steer us in such a way where our intention is may not to be harmful or our intentions is just dictating something because we know we're going to get from point A to point B and we being part of this movement. So we don't think that it's as harmful, but it is very harmful. The things that we gravitate to, the things that
And many of
attract us.
us that some of us gravitate towards.
Many of us, the
Yeah,
things that we feel that we like, the
yeah.
things that we participate in. If it's negativity going across the board and we all view it and we all look at it, the algorithms say, hey, this is what's popping. This is what you do. Everybody jump on and start doing the same thing. But it's
Well,
a vibe of negativity that's trickling down. It's no honor.
loyalty,
It's
respect.
no protection of each other as a group. Like, yo, nigga, I could say that, but don't you say that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
loyalty, respect, all of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like we're like really far gone with the imagination that that negativity gonna make us successful. That negativity is gonna put us in a position where we're gonna be respected or have some type of power. So that's what they put in us. And so we chase that. We think that's what it is that's gonna give us that what's the name when we know we sold for them mug. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
Well, the
saying?
reality is, when you get these slogans that come out like, if it make money, it makes sense.
Yo,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So that type of thing.
Come on,
When,
man.
I'm saying
Yo, man.
when you
You
come with
said it,
these
man. Come
slogans,
on.
man, people buy into that. Everything that makes money don't necessarily make sense. And Earl say it's an illusion. Absolutely.
That's
You
how they
get
put it
you
out
you
there.
you get an illusion which actually causes you to start hallucinating.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So
Right.
you're hallucinating all these different things, which create a whole nother different
Before you
animal
know it,
that we be forced to deal with. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And one thing now, we having leaders in the entertainment industry is not exactly new. It's just how they're leading us is messed up now.
Some of
Because
them, and not
remember back in
everybody.
the day,
Not everybody.
You had Paul Robeson, you had Nina Simone,
Right.
you had Harry Belafonte. So you had leaders that was leading us in the right direction. Many of the young leaders now, as you said, they have been, indoctrinated with a certain lifestyle, and then they promote that lifestyle. And a lot of times unknowingly, because look, if you grew up in a neighborhood and you saw all this thing, it's normal for you.
It's
So
normal.
why wouldn't you
Exactly.
promote it? Why
Right.
wouldn't you say, look, this is how I live? You know, okay. Now what it is we're here to give alternatives. Most times we know that the easiest things to do normally is the things that's going to cause you more hardship. The most difficult things to do is the things that's going to give you the most benefit. And listen, and I want y'all to clip that. Put that in the clip and send that out. Send that out to people, man, because we have to get our message across. We have to change. It's to our benefit to change our conditions and to change our mindset. Go ahead, brother.
And that happens right in the household. That happens on your block. That happens on the street. You got to start being aware of who you really are as a person, as an individual, and what is you putting towards your air-like brother when you see someone just like you in the same condition. How are you vibing? What's your frequency with that? Why you hate them so much? Why you dislike everything already without knowing a person? You know what I'm saying? If a person don't do anything to you, you automatically take judgment. So you join America in hating them for existing. You join America and not approving of this individual. You join America to put out all the negativity, to keep negativity going and to feed it. It's okay to talk about my hood. It's okay to talk about the hood you in and give a solution on the way out. But it's not okay to talk about killing each other. It's not okay. You don't have to be so descriptive in a storyline, even if it was your reality. You don't have to be that descriptive. We be so descriptive, man, that we've taken
No,
on as a
those who do it be so descriptive. It's
right.
not we, as we
Well,
say.
you know,
We want
as
to
a
be
people,
mindful.
as a people,
We
you
want to
know,
be mindful
it's
because because we got a
it's
few people that's doing that.
right.
Few
But
people that's doing it,
I'm
and
going.
we
We
want to
listen.
signal
This is
them
why
out
I'm
so they
saying
can
we.
see it,
This
and
is
we
why
don't
I
want to
say
lump
we,
us
bro.
in so they can hide.
This is why I say we. It's some form of negativity against us that we all participate in with our ears, our minds, our eyes, our actions. We observing it because you can't get away from it because it exists. So we all play a part with being entertained by it, whether it's entertainment, hearing it, or seeing it. We all play a part in it as a one whole group culture of people. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's individuals that's leading, but it's all participating on it. We all play a game. I play a game in it. You play a game.
Yeah,
Everybody
well,
plays a
right.
part in it. Of course,
Participation
we trying to.
participation is co-signing.
Right, exactly. And it's like, of course, sometimes that's subconsciously done because it's out in front of us. It's there. So, and you know, when you think you repeat things, it's habit forming. So our intentions are not to indulge in it as it's described, to play a part in it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't know that. So when it's sunk in you subconsciously, when you go somewhere and it's already in you, and you already fear, or you think that fear is there, or that dislike is there, you automatically gonna react. You automatically gonna take. It's like uh, when you go in the neighborhood and you be like, I'm driving through. I don't want to go through here because I know these cops gonna follow me. I know they're gonna stop me. I know the white lady gonna lock her door. They're gonna look at us in a certain a type of way because of the mentality, not intentionally, but conditionally. This is what they do, and conditionally, we accept everything as so harmful to us, but at the same time, we have other options. There's other things we can watch, listen to, participate in, but we choose to stay in this lane, but complain about it. And it's us who's making that live. It's us who making that go on. It's just like Puffy said, you got a power to change it. So if I put down out sex, drugs, and alcohol, kill, 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 you got a power to not participate in it, not take it in, not look at it, not listen to it. That's your
Yeah, you
power.
have a choice. We all have a
But
choice.
subconsciously, we
You
as in I speak
many
for myself as well. Nigga, I'm
many of
like,
us
I need help too. You
all
feel me?
all of us have been programmed, some more so than others. So we have to be real with that. The other thing that's going to benefit us is we have to realize that there are individuals whom we look up to in our communities, whom are in held we hold in high esteem, have basically sold out, and we don't know it. We believe by what they're saying to us that they got our best
You
interests
know,
at.
some people. Let me tell
You
you,
know,
this. You know, like the spook who
so
sit by the door, right? Right. Some
yeah, I heard
people
it.
participate. Some people sign the documents, be part of the organization because they feel if I'm in, I can make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's
But
genuine.
that's not
We,
who I'm talking about.
well,
That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the individuals who sign up and they know what they're signing up for, and their only concern is themselves
themselves, right?
and the circle that they got.
Understanding,
So
understandable.
those are the individuals that I'm talking about that many of us have to be aware of, and we have them.
Yeah,
We
you
have them.
have it. Yeah,
So yeah, the people that you're talking about that legitimately in their
right.
hearts
In their heart, with their
go
intentions.
into politics or whatever it is, and they really want change. They really believe that they're doing the right thing for the
To make
change.
change, right?
Yeah.
They
How
placing
right.
themselves,
Right.
right,
And they're willing to sacrifice themselves. And
right.
those are the people that we need to start reestablishing our government and filling our empty seats, because at the end of the day, that's our only real true way for us to have our own. And we know that. We know when we talk about black, we talk about where's the black insurance companies? Where's the black banks? Where, where's that? Okay. When we pay our taxes.
That one in Patterson, they closed it down, remember?
Right. But
even
that, even when it is, it's not totally ours. It's a percentage. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at if we want black banks, black insurance companies, black anything, we're gonna have to have our own government. And unfortunately, due to the legalization of how it goes down, it's gonna be named by the legal name. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be done by the legal and the political name for us to have it for ourselves. That's what it's gonna take. And we just and it's worth it for what we've been through in this country and continue to go through. It's time for us to do it the way it was meant to be done, to coexist, but yet we be the dominant one. That's what it's time for us to do. Other than that, we'll be complaining, marching, crying, hollering, praying, all of that. And at the end of the day, America is going to be America.
They just going to go back to square one.
Until we become who we are meant to be and make that change and uplift fallen humanity. And in order to do that, we have to start working on ourselves so that we'll be prepared when that time comes. We don't want to be a duplicate of America. No, we want to be the best example of human beings, the best example of humanity. That's what we are.
As a group.
Actually are that. We just got misled to believe that we're not, and then conditioned to think that we're not. And I say, clip this too. Clip that and send it around too, people. Go ahead. We got like less than 3 minutes left, brother.
Yeah, brother. We definitely have to go over the issues of bringing family together. We got to know that people have selected to do things in our foundation. What we do, we want to give advice, but we don't want to accept the rejection of that advice. So if we're rejected from the advice we give somebody, it causes disconnect with someone because they want to go through hurdles, go in a hole, what's the name, and boom, boom. Not saying we have to support everything, trials and tribulations they go to, but we don't got to separate. We got to start coming together. We have to start coming together and realizing the condition that gets us in the way we are.
Just more. It's just going to benefit us to do it more because we coming together. Look, me and you came together. So we're coming together. So we're showing that we could come together.
It ain't easy coming together with you, brother. It ain't easy.
It's just doing it more.
No, it's not easy being out here with this dude, bro.
I know it's difficult being out here with you. I get it, man. I get it, but I learned to be able to mellow myself out so I could get through it, brother.
All right. Yo, you funny as hell.
Yeah, but listen, people, we love y'all. We want the best for us, and we are not against white people or none of that. We're not against.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? We pro us.
Yes.
Pro melanin. I like to use melanin because we're gonna.
We truly dropped the ball. We truly was in a position. A lot of people ain't gonna understand worldwide. You might be seeing
30
shows.
Seconds.
You might be seeing shows of negativity in the street and how things was moving back in the day from our generation, and we dropped the ball. But we know and understand the reality of all that. We not with none of that. You feel me? Not that we run. Don't get it twisted now. But you know, it's like we want something positive. We want to come to you streetwise, like where we from them streets. We want to give it to you raw. We want to come together, like with all our differences, and we want to make things happen for us and the generations to follow. We got an inheritance, and we trying to get to it, and we trying to bring you along also to inherit this, and we can change things together. You feel me? As one.
Until tomorrow, wish
Citizen.
you and your families love, peace, and happiness. Long Lake, Ahmad.
Walaikum salam, man. Tomorrow, relationships.
All right. You stop.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.